Hello everyone. So after many days, I'm making a video one-on-one directly on YouTube. There is no student in front of me right now, but I'm just making this small video uh, to address one very important issue, in fact, which students face in the chapter called banking in class 10th ICSE. Uh, Also, there are so this particular problem which you see in front of you, it's a quadratic equation. So other students who wants to solve quadratic equations of this kind which you see in front of you can also have a look at this video. So let's start. So this is a problem in front of you, very classic problem. This is a quadratic equation. By now that you have an idea what is a quadratic equation, so you can identify that this is a classic example of a quadratic equation and it is in standard form, right? So we don't have to simplify it. Now there is one thing very peculiar about this quadratic equation, which is if you see the constant term is quite big, although not so big, but yeah, it is considerably big. It's not a 2 digit or a 3 digit number, it's a 4 digit number. And when numbers like these come, students generally tell me that how to solve these kind of quadratic equations easily, or what is the technique behind it. So that's why I made this video. So um, let's see if it helps you. So the first step is, I always tell, when you want to solve a quadratic equation by the method of factorization, we are not using quadratic formula. We are only doing splitting the middle term, that is factorization for quadratic equations. So what we do is, the first thing, we take constant term with its sign, wait, I have some students here. Yeah, so the constant term over here is 1332. So you just underline the constant term and consider its sign also. It has a minus sign in front of it. Also figure out that what is the coefficient of the term with the highest power, that is the term whose degree is 2. What is the coefficient here? Now here I don't see any number. If there is no number written, that means the coefficient is supposed to be 1. So the coefficient of the term with degree 2 is 1 and the constant term is minus 1332. So first you figure this out. After this, you multiply these two things. That is, you have to multiply the coefficient of x square or n square or whatever variable is there with degree 2. Its coefficient you have to take and multiply it with the constant term, that is minus 1332. So what you get is minus 1332 over here. Okay, now we'll not consider the sign, minus sign at first. We'll just keep minus sign at side. We'll take the number and we'll do the prime factorization of the number. Now you all are aware what is prime factorization. If you're not, then you'll recollect very quickly because you all have studied it in maybe class 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So anyway, so this is the process of prime factorization. First of all, I'll take the number 1332 and I'll divide the number 1332 by the smallest prime number. The smallest prime number is 2. Now, is this number divisible by 2? Of course, it is divisible by 2 because it's an even number. So you write 2 over here and you divide it. So 2 6 are 12, 2 6 are 12, and the remainder is 1. Again, we bring 3 down. So 2 6 are 12. Again, the remainder becomes 1 and 2 comes down and we get 666. Wow. It is divisible by 2, so we continue dividing by 2 only. So we get 333. Now 333 is not divisible by 2, it is divisible by 3. So we write 3 over here and we divide it by 3, we get 111, not a big deal. Now 111, if you think a little bit, it is a number which is divisible by 3 because the sum of all its digit is 3. The sum of all the digits, if it is 3 or multiple of 3, then definitely it is divisible by 3. So this is divisible by 3. I write 3 over here, and if I use the tables, the division 3 3s are 9. remainder is 2, 1 comes down, 3 sevens are 21, and I get 37. Now I know that 37 is a prime number. 37 is a prime number. So I will divide 37 by 37 only, because there is no other number which can divide 37, only 37 and 1. So I divide 37 by 37, which is the prime number. So I get the complete prime factorization of 1332 over here. Okay, now what do I need to do next? Next, I need to group these prime factors into two groups. I need to make two groups of these prime factors. Two groups as in I need to multiply some of the prime numbers, prime factors basically, and put them into one group, and the rest of prime number will be multiplied and put into the second group. We have to make these groups in such a way that the product of these two numbers will give me 1332, which is obvious they will give me, because the groups are made out of the prime factors of 1332, and the sum or difference of these two groups, these two numbers, should give me the coefficient of the middle term. Now what is the middle term? The middle term is n. What is the coefficient of n over here? The coefficient of n is plus 1. There is no number in front of n, the middle term, which I have highlighted with blue or turquoise color, whatever you want to call it. So the coefficient of n over here is plus 1. So basically 1332 has to be factorized into two groups in such a way that the sum or difference of 1332's factors will give me plus 1. Now that's possible. So let's try. Now see, here I have 37. Okay, I won't multiply 37 with any other number, because that will become very big, and I want the prime factors sum or difference to give me 1. Now 1 is a very small number, so these two factors which I am talking about, let me write over here 1332. The factors of 1332 should be considerably similar in their magnitude. Matlab, you can say that the value of the two factors of 1332 should be very close by, so that their sum or difference is 1. Now see, sum cannot be 1 because both the numbers will be greater than 1. So how can their sum be 1? Their difference has to be 1. And if their difference has to be 1, that means the two numbers should be very close by. Okay? So what I'm saying is, multiply these four numbers and check what do you get. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36. Now that makes sense. If I write 36 over here, the number which is left, which has to be put in the second group, is 37, and this looks very promising because the difference between 36 and 37 is 1. Okay, so your grouping has been successfully completed. You have factorized 1332 into two such numbers whose difference is 1. But you can't take calls so easily. So what you do is, you assign signs to these numbers and then you split the middle term. So that will take some time for you to understand. I'll show you in the next step. So let me just make some space here for myself. Okay, so I've got over here 1332. Okay, I'll just shift everything over here to this side. Yeah, so okay, yeah, great. Okay, now this makes sense. 36 and 37. Okay. So now bringing back the sign. So what was the sign of 1332? It was minus. Put minus over here. Now, see, the middle term has got plus sign. The coefficient of n is plus 1. So if the coefficient of the middle term is positive, straight away, without thinking much, just give the bigger number plus sign. The bigger number will have the sign of the coefficient of the middle term. Okay, so this 37 becomes plus. But you know that 37 has to be multiplied with a number to get 1332 minus 1332. So has to be negative. The other factor has to be negative. If the other factor is negative, only then their product will become negative. But see the other factor also, the other aspect of this, plus 37 and minus 36. When you add them, you get plus 1. Plus 37 minus 36 plus 1. Minus 36 plus 37 plus 1. So these are the two factors with their sign. Mostly when I see children, they try to factorize, they make mistakes in putting the signs, putting the right sign. So there I have given some tips. You can apply them and you'll never go wrong. Okay, let's go ahead. So we have n square. I won't write 1 n square, I'll just write n square. Now I'll split the middle term. The name of the technique is splitting the middle term. So I'll split n into two factors, that is minus 36n plus 37n. Now some of you might have this question that ye n kahan se aaya? So n was already there. You just had to attach it with your two factors which you got. Okay, so there is not much of thinking over there. You just attach n with the factors you get. And signs, whatever you have decided, put the same signs. Minus 1332 is equal to 0. Now you've got 4 terms. These are the 2 terms. These are the last 2 terms. Now factorize, take out common. Out of n square and 36n, what is common? N is common. So what is left inside? N minus 36. Plus, out of 37n and 1332, what is common? Of course, 37 is common. And what is left inside? N minus, see, out of 1332, if I remove the factor 37, what factor will be left inside? Of course, 36, right? So we have got this new format. Now, if you notice, you've got a bracket over here. Here also you've got a bracket, and both the brackets are exactly same. They have to be same. If they are not same, then it's possible that you might made some mistake in either factorizing or in signs. So be careful about that. Now what you do is you take out these two brackets common out of the two terms. Now remember, this is your first term and this is your second term. What you do is you take out the factors common. So n minus 36 is the common factor of both the terms. You take it out common and inside you will be left with n plus 37. Now both are, the product of both these factors is 0. Remember, ये दोनों के बीच में multiplication है, means the product of these two terms is 0. Okay, so therefore you can say n minus 36 is equal to 0 or n plus 37 is equal to 0, and therefore n is equal to 36 or n is equal to minus 37, right? N is equal to 36 or n is equal to minus 37. How did I end the question? That is a thing to notice. After getting the product of two factors as 0, see, if the product of two numbers is 0, that means one or both of them has to be 0. So I wrote the first one to be 0, or is very important here. The second one is 0. And then I found the value of n. Now out of these two values, I will not select the second value, and this is specifically for the chapter banking. For quadratic equation chapter, both are the correct answers for the variable. This variable will have two solutions, two roots, two answers, which is 36 and minus 37. But for the chapter like banking, commercial applications, basically, commercial mathematics, your time cannot be negative. So the answer you will select is going to be n is equal to 36. Even for some chapters like mensuration and surface area and volume and mensuration and such, area and perimeter and such, you get quadratic equations when you solve a question. And for those chapters as well, you do not select negative answers because your area or length cannot be negative, right? So you have to select the right answer and end the question. So this was the first example. Let's move to the second example. I've got some more examples for you. Now this was a question asked to me by a student. So let's, without further any delay, we can solve this very easily. The coefficient of n square is 1. The constant term is 12132. We'll just multiply them. Multiplication will give us 12132 only. We'll factorize it without any delay. It will get factorized by 2. 2 6 are 12. Again, I get 1 over here. I can't take 13 directly, so I'll go number by number. See, I did 2, 6 are 12. Now the next number is 1, which is smaller than 2. So I'll put 0 and then I'll take 3 uh, further with, you can say, with my division. So again, I use 2, 6 are 12 and the remainder comes 1 and the 2 is brought down. So 2, 6 are 12 ends it. So it is 6066. Now this division is little tricky for many students, you know. So don't make the silly mistake over there. 6066. Let's divide it further by 2. So it's 3033. Now it cannot be divided by 2, so divided by 3. Now it will become 1011. Correct? Now it will be divisible by 3 because the sum of all the digits is divisible by 3. So we'll divide it by 3 again. 3 3s are 9. The remainder is 1. 1 comes down. We get 11. Again 3 3s are 9. Now the remainder is 2 and 1 comes down, so we get 337. Okay, now 337, the number itself looks like a prime number. I don't seem to find any factors for this number instantly when I look at this number, but still you can try, you know, try dividing it by higher prime numbers, but don't waste your time if you cannot do that, because look at the coefficient over here of n, coefficient of the middle term. It is 301, and I'm going to give you a very nice hint about how to solve this further. So I'll divide it by 337 only. 337 ones are. Okay, now look at the other prime factors like these 4, because I told you in the last question we have to make some groups, correct? So see, your middle term is 301. Now, as I told you, your number is 12132. The sign in front of it is plus. You need two factors for it, correct? And the sum or difference of these two factors should give you 301. That is for sure. Okay. So just tell me which number you see in these factors which is nearer to 301. So what number I see over here is 337. So I'll just write without much thinking 337 over here. And then the rest of the numbers, I'll make them into one group, multiply them. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36. Here you go. So our two numbers, two factors are 337 and 36. So 337 and 36 difference is definitely 301. So now is the time to put the right signs. Okay, now remember this. Now there is a problem here with the signs, I think, in the question itself. Let me check out the doubt my student asked me. Yes. Okay, there seems to be a mistake in sign. Yes. So the student who asked me the question, he formed the quadratic equation, but there is a mistake in sign in his quadratic equation. So I copied the wrong sign. The correct sign should be minus over here. Okay, let me just put it again over here clearly. There is a minus sign. So if the sign in front of 12132 is minus, what I'll do is I'll make this negative, and now I'll think properly that how should the sign of the factors be. Okay, now look at the middle term. It is 301. What is the sign of 301? Plus. So without much thinking, give the bigger number plus sign. Now look at the product. What sign does the product have? Minus. So without much thinking, look at the smaller number and give it the negative sign. Now if you subtract these two numbers, means if you do 337 minus 36, you get plus 301. So that means your factors and your signs both are correct. If you multiply these two, then definitely you get your constant term with its sign. So your factors are once again proving to be correct. So let me factorize it further. N square plus 337n minus 36n. N I will put explicitly minus 12132 is equal to 0. Let me factorize. So this will become n bracket n plus 337 minus 36 bracket n plus 337 is equal to 0. So n minus 36 and n plus 337 is equal to 0. So therefore n minus 36 is equal to 0 or n plus 337 is equal to 0. Therefore n is equal to 36 or n is equal to minus 337. So these are your, now the rest of the steps you are already aware about. Only the factorization part you might be facing issue because of the huge numbers which you got there. But I think that issue is also almost cleared now. But let's take one more example to establish the whole process with the factorization of method splitting the middle term, especially when the constant term is huge, big number. Okay, you have an idea, but still I'll take one more question so that you never face any issue in such questions. Okay, so the next question is 3x square plus 803x minus 32,796, and this is exceptionally huge, right? Very, very big number, but this can also be easily factorized. See, you need good mathematical skills like your tables, your multiplications or your divisions. Basically, your table skills should be very clear and very nice, very strong. If you have strong table skills, you remember the tables very clearly, then the factorization will be easy. But sometimes, for me also it takes a little time to find the factors of the number, because I don't consider myself to be a mathematician. I'm just good with some techniques, and I can teach. So yeah, there it goes. Let's try this one. First of all, when I see numbers everywhere means in the term containing x square, in the term containing x, and in the constant term it has to be there. What I say to myself is that, is there any way that I can take out something common and make this equation a little smaller? So here in this case, it doesn't seem to be possible, because I feel that you know I have 3 over here in the coefficient of x square and 803 over here. Now 803 is not a factor of 3. Sorry, not a multiple of 3. 803 doesn't have 3 as a factor, because if you add 8 and 3, it gives you 11. And 11 does not come in 3's table. So 11 is not a multiple of 3, or 3 is not a multiple of 11. So 803 is also not a multiple of 3. And it cannot be divided by 3. So nothing can be taken out of these 3 numbers, and the quadratic equation cannot be made any smaller. So I tried to make it smaller, but bad luck that it cannot be made any smaller. So the next step, already, what we do is we take the coefficient of x square and the constant term and we multiply. So 32796 is to be multiplied with 3. Wow, huge number. 6 threes are 18, 1 carry, 3 nines are 27, 27 plus 1 is 28, 2, 3 sevens are 21 plus 2, 23, 2 carry, 3 twos are 6 plus 2, 8, and 3 threes are 9. 98,388 is the number which I get on multiplying the coefficient of x square and the constant term. But since the sign of constant term is negative, so the answer will here be negative only. Okay, next thing is I'll take, okay, let me use a little brighter, thicker. Yeah, 98388. That's the number we get, which has to be factorized. All the best to me. Factorization. I just bragged about my table skills. I don't know. 2 fours are 8. 2 fours are 8, remainder is 1, 2 nines are 18. Then comes 3, so 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, remainder is 1, 8 comes down, 2 nines are 18, and 2 fours are 8. So that's basically what you get when you divide 98388 by 2. Again, 49194 is divisible by 2. So 2 twos are 4, 2 fours are 8, remainder 1, 2 fives are 10, remainder 1, 19. So 2 nines are 18, remainder 1, and 2 sevens are 14. Now I get 24,597, which is not divisible by 2. Bad luck. So I have to maybe try with 3. So to divide this number by 3, I have to check whether this number is actually divisible by 3. So 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 9 is 20, and 20 plus 7 is 27. It is divisible by 3. Thank you, luck. Okay, there is luck here because, if you get a very weird number and not divisible and such a huge number, whether it is prime or not, you never know, and then you get stuck. So it is divisible by 3. Okay, so 3 eights are 24, 3 ones are 3, and remainder is 2, and we get 29. So 2 nines are, sorry, 3 nines are 27, remainder is 2, again nines are. Okay, 8199. This looks like a multiple of 3 because 9 plus 9 is 18, 18 plus 1 is 19, 19 plus 8 is 27. So it has to be divisible by 3. 3 twos are 6. Remainder is 2. 3 sevens are 21. 3 threes are 9. 3 threes are 9. Wow. Again divisible by 3. Looks like divisible by 3. 3 nines are 27. 911. Okay, 911. 911 is not at all divisible by any other number. It looks like a prime number, but see where this long division has come to a point where I'll just take this things a little bit to their places so that I can have some space for my own calculations. तो क्या है यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? See here. See, I've got a number 911 which I don't want to divide further because I'm really unsure whether it is prime number or not prime number. And the middle term which I have over here is 803, which is fairly close enough to 911. If it is fairly close enough to 911, I would like to take my chances and I would like to multiply these all numbers into a group, and let's put it together and see what happens. So 2 twos are 4, 4 threes are 12, 12 threes are 36, and 36 threes are 108. Now we'll check whether 911 and 108 will give us 803 or not. So I'll take 911 and I subtract 108 from it. Okay, so here 11, this becomes 0, this becomes 3, this becomes 10, this becomes 8. Oh, sorry, this is 0 already, so this is going to be 0, I'm sorry, and this stays. Yeah, okay, so there was 9 over here, so I'll keep it 9. So 9 minus 1 is 8. Yeah, it gives me 803. So 911 minus 108 gives me 803, and I've got my numbers. See, so it is possible. It is possible. Anything is possible. Even if the number goes in thousands, it is possible. 5-digit number over here, still possible. And trust me, I've got these quadratic equation. I don't know the solution. I don't have anything on me right now from where I'm copying. I'm just solving organically, like how would you solve when the test paper is in front of you. Okay, so please don't think that you need help from somewhere. You just need to use your brains and use these simple small techniques, and you'll get the answer. Okay, so let's show the splitting first separately. 98388. In front of it, I'll put a minus sign. The two factors are supposed to be 911 and 108, right? Now, since the middle term has plus sign, I will give plus sign to the bigger number, and since the product has negative sign, I'll give negative sign to the smaller number. Now I'll write it over here, 3x square plus 911x minus 108 minus 32796 is equal to 0. Correct? Okay, great. So let's see what we get over here. If I take out something common here, I don't think there is anything common other than x, because 911 and 3 so definitely don't have any common factor. So here x will come out as a common factor. 3x plus 911 will be left inside, minus over here 108 and 32796. If I want to take out something common, I think see, let me tell you one thing. 32796 times 3 is 98388. And I have 108 over here. And definitely 108 and 32796 should have a common factor. But I don't know what is that common factor. Okay, sorry, I forgot to write x over here. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll divide 32796, sorry, 32796 by 108. Let's see what I get. So if I go by, if I multiply it by 4, sorry, by 3, I should get 324. So 108 3s are 324. The remainder is 3, and the remainder is 3, and 9 comes down. Now that is definitely a smaller number, so I'll put 0 over here. I'll put 0 over here, and I'll bring 6 down. I'll bring 6 down. So 396. Now 108, does it have a factor? Like, does it divide? I don't think so. I don't think it will divide. So what are the common factors here? This is really tough to take out common. We cannot directly divide it. So we can factorize it by some other method. Let's see. So 108, the factors are 2 54s are 2 27s are 3 9s are 3 3s are 3 1s are, and 32796, if I divide it by 2, I should get 1 6. 2 3s are 6. Okay, 2 3s are 6. Remainder is 1. 2 and 9 comes down, so 2 9s are 18, and 2 3s are 6 again. Now, will it be divisible by 2? No, this won't be divisible by 2. So let me check. This is 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 9. 10 plus 9 is 19. 19 plus 3 is 22. Oh, this is really 32796. Okay, give me a moment over here. I feel that I'm stuck. Let me use another technique. Another technique has to be, yes, I got the technique. So let me tell you one more technique where you're stuck like this. You see this bracket? You see this bracket? Just copy this bracket over here. 3x plus 911. 3x plus 911. Now you just write is equal to 0 over here. Now see, I had 108x, right? And 32796. In the place of 108x, only 3x is left. So which number will be taken out as a factor if 3 is one of the factor of 108? So what I'll do is I'll take 108 and divide it by 3. 3 3s are 9 and 3 6 are 18. So that factor has to be 36. That factor has to be 36. मतलब यहाँ पे 36 आना चाहिए. Okay, but let's check it. So what I'll do is I'll check 36 multiplied by 911. Let's see if I get 32796. So 911 multiplied by 36. Okay, so 6 ones are again 54. 0, 3 ones are again, and 27 over here, 6, 9, 7, 2, 3, 2, 7, 9, 6. Yeah, that's my number. Correct. So 36 is that factor. So that, the technique which I used is really, really helpful when you have such numbers whose common factor or HCF is very difficult to find. So what you can do is, you've got the first bracket, replicate same bracket again, and then think, okay, if you had 108 as the first number, in which place you have left 3x, so what number has been removed as a factor? So you can just divide 108 by 3 and you get 36, and 36 multiplied by 911 gives you 32796. So that means 36 is the correct highest common factor which you have taken out. So you will write it as x minus 36, and 3x plus 911 is equal to 0 as the two final factors. Therefore, x minus 36 is equal to 0, or 3x plus 911 is equal to 0, or x is equal to 36, or x is equal to minus 911 by 3. Now definitely this can't be the answer if you're looking for a quantity like time or area or length. So definitely this is your correct required quantity. Yeah, so this was basically the video for dealing with the problems of quadratic equation with huge coefficients, or huge product of the coefficients, right, or the huge last term, you can say. So I hope that these techniques will really help you to solve similar questions, and I'll be back with more such videos. Uh, I would like to clear your doubts, not directly, but with a concept oriented content. So there you go. Thank you so much. Bye. Talk to you later.